Metaphysics and Politics, a philosophical exploration of ideological foundations. Introduction. Unveiling the invisible threads of reality and governance. In the vast tapestry of human society, politics emerges not merely as a pragmatic arena for power distribution, resource allocation, and conflict resolution, but as a profound reflection of our deepest assumptions about the nature of existence itself. At its core, every political ideology is underpinned by a metaphysical framework, a set of beliefs concerning the fundamental structure of reality, the origins of being, and the relationship between the material world and any potential transcendent dimensions. Provided is a comprehensive examination of metaphysics and politics, positing that ideological spectra can be logically reframed not solely through lenses of economic equity, individual liberty, or authoritarian control, but through the degree to which metaphysical constructs inform and justify governance. By doing so, we uncover how philosophical premises about reality shape the architectures of societies, from egalitarian collectives to hierarchical imperiums, in a manner that is both objective and grounded in reasoned analysis. To lay the groundwork, consider the historical interplay between metaphysics and politics. Since antiquity, thinkers have grappled with questions of ontology, the study of being, and epistemology, the study of knowledge, to inform their visions of an ideal polity. Plato's Republic, for instance, envisions a state governed by philosopher kings, attuned to the eternal forms, eternal metaphysical ideals transcending the sensory world, thereby justifying a stratified society where rulers access higher truths. In contrast, Aristotle's more empirical approach in politics emphasizes observable natural hierarchies, blending metaphysical teleology, purpose-driven existence, with practical governance. Fast-forwarding through the Enlightenment, figures like Thomas Hobbes and John Locke invoked metaphysical notions of the state of nature, Hobbes viewing it as materialist war of all against all, necessitating absolute sovereignty, while Locke posited natural rights derived from a divine creator, laying the foundation for limited government. These examples illustrate a logical pattern. Metaphysical assumptions provide the rational scaffolding for political legitimacy, whether through divine ordination, material determinism, or humanistic reason. In modern contexts, this interplay persists, often implicitly. Ideologies on one end of the spectrum embrace total atheistic materialism, positing that reality is exhaustively composed of physical matter and energy, governed by causal laws discoverable through science and reason, with no recourse to supernatural or transcendent entities. This worldview, epitomized by thinkers like Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels, logically leads to political systems focused on tangible economic relations and class dynamics, viewing history as a dialectical progression driven by material forces rather than spiritual interventions. On the opposing end, political structures are explicitly based on metaphysical constructs, where governance derives authority from higher realities, be it a divine creator, a cosmic hierarchy, or an esoteric perennial tradition. Here, as articulated by philosophers like Julius Evola or the theocratic models, the state mirrors an eternal order, justifying hierarchies as reflections of immutable truths beyond human invention. This reframed spectrum, ranging from atheistic materialism to metaphysically grounded states, serves as the organizing principle for our exploration. It allows for an objective mapping of ideologies, categorizing them not by subjective labels of left or right, but by their logical engagement with metaphysical depth. For instance, far materialist ideologies prioritizing empirical equity and human autonomy often result in an anti-hierarchical or collectivist arrangement that assumes societal progress stems from rational reorganization of material conditions. Centrist positions, such as both secular and traditional liberalism, maintain a neutral stance relying on humanistic rationalism while privatizing metaphysical questions. In contrast, metaphysically oriented systems integrate transcendent principles into the fabric of authority, positing that true order arises from alignment with non-material realities, which rationally underpins stratified or absolutist governance. the value of this approach lies in its logical neutrality. By focusing on metaphysical foundations, we avoid partisan biases and instead evaluate each ideology through reasoned criteria, such as internal consistency, historical manifestations, and implications for human flourishing. Does a purely materialist view adequately account for moral universals, or does it risk relativism? Conversely, can metaphysically justified hierarchies prevent arbitrary power from descending into dogma? These questions, explored objectively, reveal politics as an extension of philosophy, where metaphysical premises dictate not only what societies build, but why they endure or falter. As we proceed, let's delineate the spectrum in detail. From ideologies anchored in atheistic materialism, such as anarchism, communism, socialism, and democratic socialism, to those emphasizing centrist rationalism, including secular and traditional liberalism, and those predicated on metaphysical constructs, including theocratic monarchy, fascism, and aristocratic imperium. Each section will provide an objective overview grounded in logical analysis of their philosophical bases, social structures, and rational distinctions from counterparts. Through this grand inquiry, we aim to illustrate how metaphysics, often the unseen architect of politics, shapes the human quest for order in an uncertain cosmos, fostering a deeper understanding that transcends ideological divides.